The high-profile homicide trial of South Carolina lawyer Alec Murdock has brought up painful memories of the 2015 hit-and-run death of 19-year-old Stephen Smith. So what's the connection between these two crimes? With a possible link to the Murdaugh family, many now question whether Stephen's death was an accident or if it was yet another mysterious death in the history of the prominent South Carolina legal family. Because of her son's sexuality, his mother, Sandy Smith, thinks her son's death could have been a hate crime, according to South Carolina news outlet Bluffton Today. In 2022, Alec Murdock was indicted on 2 counts of murder for the 2021 shooting deaths of his wife and son, Maggie and Paul Murdock, on the Murdaugh family's rural South Carolina estate near Charleston. At that time, Alec had also been indicted on 2 counts of conspiracy, including 1 narcotics charge. In the investigation of Maggie and Paul's murder, Stephen's 2015 case, ruled at that time an accident, was reopened.
Well, it's not going to bring Stephen back, but I will have a peace of mind to know whoever did this is going to pay.
Smith family attorney Mike Hemlep told People, "Sandy and I both believe that this was a murder. If anyone helps cover up what happened, they should be held accountable." As Bluffton Today goes on to explain, in 2015, Stephen Smith reportedly ran out of gas on the side of the highway. Said to have been walking home at the time, Smith was struck and killed by the mirror of a passing truck that left the scene. According to the coroner's report, his cause of death was severe blunt force trauma to the head. No one was charged with the crime. Sandy Smith found many inconsistencies in the official version of events. If her son had been hit by the mirror of a passing truck, the glass would have shattered, but no shards were found. There were also no skid marks or other signs of an automobile accident. Speaking with Bluffton Today, Sandy said her son was gay, and there were rumors that he was a stalking target. According to Sandy, Stephen's potential relationship with the boy might have played a part in his death. She told the outlet, "I just don't believe my son would have been walking in the middle of the road like that. He would have seen headlights coming and got off the road. It just doesn't make any sense." Sandy alleges his death was murder and said those responsible might have been classmates, adding, "This was a fight that he didn't have a chance to win. I know my son and he was strong. One person didn't do this because Stephen would have fought back." One enduring question about the Stephen Smith reported hit-and-run scene is why Alec Murdock and his brother Randy, also a lawyer, were there, having crossed the crime scene tape. The Murdaugh family name was reportedly brought up in the initial investigation into Stephen's death, but those leads were never followed. Randy Murdock also reportedly contacted Sandy Smith after the accident to offer his firm's legal services, though the Murdaugh family law firm denies that happened. What Sandy believes might have been the motivation behind Smith's alleged murder was an alleged romantic relationship between her son and another Murdaugh son, Richard Buster Murdock, Stephen's classmate. The theory goes that Alec and Randy Murdock may have arrived on the scene to cover up Buster's potential involvement, but there's no evidence to support that theory. This motive for the crime has never been explored, and Smith family attorney Mike Hemlep told News Nation there's also no evidence of them ever having had a relationship. Still, for many, a Murdaugh connection can't be ruled out. As Fitz News reporter Will Folks told News Nation, there was clearly a Murdaugh tie into the death of Stephen Smith, because if you read the investigatory reports from his death back in 2015, the Murdaugh name is mentioned dozens of times. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for Randy Murdock's law firm told News Nation, "It was clear that this case was not handled correctly. Why? I can't tell you. Maybe it was simply incompetence. Maybe it was purposeful. But I do believe that the truth is going to come out." On March 3, 2023, Alec Murdock was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the murders of his wife and son. If you or a loved one has experienced a hate crime, contact the Victim Connect hotline by phone at 1-855-4-VICTIM or by chat for more information or assistance in locating services to help. If you or a loved one are in immediate danger, call 911.